and the rest, if you think you've gotten it down bad, we can't be had. Just wait till we get you the Thunderdome, baby.
There's nothing like it in the world. Thunderdome.
Hey, hold it. Before we go one step further, don't you forget who you're talking to. You're talking to the Fabulous Fargos, the toughest team in professional wrestling. I don't care how much it costs to get in the Thunderdome, you might as well go ahead and select us the winners, because the Fabulous Fargos are going to walk out of there on top and #1, and that's where we're going to stay. That's where the Fargo name has been a number of years. And don't forget, we're mean, we're cocky, and we're bad.
Thunderdome 87, let's go to the ring. And in the ring now, ladies and gentlemen, look at this awesome combination. Giant Kokina, Big Bubba. And there they are, ladies and gentlemen, the sensational Batten Twins. Listen to the music. Listen to the roar of the crowd. The sensational Batten Twins. As far as I'm concerned, the #1 tag team in the country.
Chris, they've got a lot to overcome here today with Big Bubba and Kokina. It's going to be a tough one, I guarantee you that.
The sensational Batten Twins. And it's Bart and Big Bubba. What giants. Big Bubba in the ring with Bart Batten. Batten ducks away again. Big Bubba, 400 pounds. The sensational Batten Twins.
Chris, it might be a good time to go ahead and mention that note that came out to you a little earlier on the suspension of Marvelous Marcel Pringle.
Well, I guess you already said it.
Well, until he makes it right on the belt that he tore up, he has been suspended.
Marvelous Marcel Pringle has been suspended. He has been suspended from World Organization Wrestling until he pays for the belt.
The damage that he did to the belt has to be paid before he gets back into wrestling.
And rightly so. Bart Batten grabs a headlock on Big Bubba. Tags out to Brad. Double drop kick. Kokina and a double drop kick to Kokina. The sensational Batten Twins. What a match.
Chris, I'll tell you what, as big as that Big Bubba is and Kokina the size of him, the Battens seem to be doing pretty well holding their own in this match thus far.
I'll tell you one thing, outweighed or not, the Batten Twins are just fantastic wrestlers. Big Bubba catches Brad there. Look at Bart off the top rope with a drop kick. And Brad goes down. And the referee being distracted by Kokina.
He wasn't there for the count, was he?
Big Bubba tags out to Kokina. And Brad tags out to Bart. The sensational Batten Twins from Beckley, West Virginia. Identical twins.
Yes, Chris, and I can't tell them apart, but you can, I know. Don't know how you do it, but you can tell the difference.
From knowing them for all them years, from Dallas, Texas, Kansas City, Missouri, I've had the pure pleasure of seeing these guys get some great wins in the past and holding a lot of great titles.
Chris, are they going to hold their own here? I don't know.
Well, I got to admit, they're in against two of the meanest, nastiest, certainly ugliest, huge men I've ever seen.
Giant Kokina is no small man, and his partner, Big Bubba, I know why they call him Big Bubba.
Giant Kokina has one of the most impressive win streaks here of anyone. Oh!
Batten seems to be coming out on top every once in a while and turn around and surprise even me. Because I guarantee you, They have surprised me.
You got to understand that the Batten Twins also work like one giant man together.
Well, they've been together long enough. They know each other. They know every move. So that definitely is an advantage for them.
They tag team with no one else. They are each other's permanent tag partner, and that means a lot in the world of wrestling. If you can get both men's techniques down, you're going to go a long way.
Chris, they've got excellent teamwork between the two of them. I'll grant you that.
And I have seen the sensational Batten Twins sell out arenas in Kansas City, Missouri, all over Kansas, St. Louis, Missouri, Fort Worth, Texas.
Yes, and they both know that with the wrestling fans behind them, that they can do just virtually anything, and now both of them have told me that.
Kokina has Bart. Oh, and they're double teaming Bart on the ropes. Big Bubba in now. Throws him across. What a huge clothesline by that 400-pound giant. Where is Big Bubba from, Gino?
Chris, I don't have it here before me. I told you he's right here, right now.
I think he's from Texas, isn't he?
Could be. He's big enough to be from Texas, ain't he?
Man, I'll tell you. Big Bubba. Wow. Ran Bart's head into the corner turnbuckle.
Chris, I don't know much about Big Bubba, but I guarantee you the next time he's around this area, I'll know everything about him and get it out here for everyone to know about him.
The referee trying to get Brad Batten out of the ring. Meanwhile, Kokina kicks and stomps Bart in the ring, flips him over, working on that neck. I know you know a lot about Kokina.
Well, Kokina, I think everyone here in the viewing area know already. He's a big man, 6'4", 350 pounds, and he is from the jungles of Samoa. And he loves hurting people, and he'll tell you that himself.
Big Bubba holding Bart Batten down. Evidently, Kokina is... What? Wait a minute. Kokina's up on the third rope. He goes down with a headbutt to Bart, but he misses and hits Bubba.
He hit his own partner, Chris.
I tell you, that head. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Kokina hit Big Bubba, and Big Bubba has turned on Kokina. Wait a minute. Big Bubba with the huge clothesline on Kokina. What's going on here? Kokina come down with a headbutt. Meant to hit Bart, I'm sure accidentally hit Bubba, and Bubba has went off the deep end. The referee has called for the bell. I'm sure the Batten Twins are going to win the match by disqualification because these two partners can't even get along. Big Bubba and Giant Kokina. Wait a minute. Big Bubba turned on Kokina. Now Big Bubba just walks out of the arena. Oh, let's go to break. Let's go to break. We'll be right back after this word.
World Organization Wrestling will be at its best this Sunday night at the Pensacola National Guard Armory. It'll be a big 8-man tag match featuring those Fabulous Fargos and Bad Company battling against the Batten Twins and Olympia and Baxter. Plus, throughout the match, manager Don Fargo must stay handcuffed to Bob Sweetan. Also on the card, Big Bubba collides with the Giant Kokina. And in a no disqualification match, U.S. heavyweight champ Bob Holly will defend his title against Davey Haskins. Don't miss the action Sunday night at the Armory in Pensacola.
It'll knock you out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action is going to be hot and heavy at Thunderdome 87, Mobile, Alabama, Tuesday night, December 22nd at the Greater Gulf State Fairgrounds in the Hocklander Building. Don't forget Thunderdome 87 coming to Mobile, Alabama, Tuesday night, December 22nd. And the big one tomorrow night, 8-man tag, Pensacola Armory.
Pensacola, if you feel the ground start to tremor, if you feel the building starting to quake, it's because there's going to be 1,000 pounds of pure power right here in Pensacola. And Kokina, when I get you inside the ring, brother, I'm going to start when I finish, brother. And it's going to happen right here tomorrow night in Pensacola.
Bad Company, Paul Diamond, Pat Tanaka. You're in the 8-man tag match.
That's right, 8-man tag. Oh, What an awesome team on our side. The Fabulous Fargo combined with Bad Company. I mean, that is just a team, sheer power, sheer destruction. And who do we got to go against? Baxter. Is that the kid with the makeup look, thinks he's a rock star? Well, boy, this is wrestling. Then we got another guy that wears a mask. I guess he's so ugly, he's afraid to scare everybody off. And, of course, the Bobsy twins, the Batten Twins, or whatever you want to call them. Well, as long as we've been here, we've been beating people up. Just walking right through and putting their shoulders to the mat. 1, 2, 3. And it's going to be all the same for the same foursome in Pensacola Sunday night.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What a confrontation between Big Bubba and Giant Kokina. And amazingly enough, these fans now love Kokina. And listen to that music. In the ring now, Bob Holly with his manager, the evil Tojo Yamamoto. But that music means Sean Baxter.
The one and only Sean Baxter. These people love him.
Sean Baxter, look at the people reaching up to shake his hand. Wanting to touch that boy. The girls love this guy.
Chris, we've got a lot of mail from his area of living in Dothan, Alabama. You wouldn't believe the mail that comes in this office on David Sean Baxter.
Yes, I do, because he sold over 200 pictures in the mail just last week.
You're absolutely right, and I don't think any other wrestler's done that as yet.
The Batten Twins are close. Bob Holly and Sean Baxter in the ring. Bob Holly flips Baxter over. Bob Holly, he's been a good U.S. heavyweight champion.
He's a tough hombre, Chris. No matter how you look at it, he knows his wrestling. He's in there digging 100% all the time.
I have to say that personally, I think he's avoiding Mr. Olympia and Haskins. But when Thunderdome comes, Holly's going to be locked in that cage with them.
He won't be able to get away, Chris, that's for sure.
What a tough match here today on TV for Bob Holly, young Sean Baxter.
I'll tell you what, Sean Baxter is sure moving well today, isn't he?
I know Sean Baxter looking over his shoulder, find out where that goof Don Fargo is.
Well, another thing, too, he's got to watch his other corner where Bob Holly come out of with this manager that's standing in the corner, Tojo Yamamoto, the one and only.
The one and only, one of the nastiest individuals I've ever met. Coming up on the show today, ladies and gentlemen, Pat Tanaka and Paul Diamond, Bad Company. Also, Bob Sweetan will team with that 7'2" giant from Breckenridge, Texas, Rex Rogers.
And the Fabulous Fargos are here also.
Absolutely. David Sean Baxter.
Another great hour of wrestling, Chris. I guarantee you, a lot of our fans are writing into us and letting us know that there's more wrestling on World Organization Wrestling TV 1 hour versus any other wrestling organization.
And Gino, what about Big Bubba literally turning on Kokina, and Kokina nearly tore this TV studio apart.
I'll tell you what, we haven't heard the last of that, Chris. We're trying to keep them separated even now as we're standing here talking right now.
Talk about Battle of the Giants.
It would be, but now they're signed to be partners. Whether they stay partners very long, it looks very doubtful to me.
Baxter got that arm of Holly. He's got Holly in some kind of pain.
David Sean Baxter is staying on Bob Holly. Baxter wants that title too, Chris.
And the fans, maybe you can hear them. Go, Sean, go. Holly flips underneath, grabs that arm behind Baxter.
This is definitely going to be a nip and tug wrestling match. I guarantee you, both these boys know they're wrestling.
And ladies and gentlemen, wait a minute. I just see Tojo Yamamoto getting a little too close. Coming soon to World Organization Wrestling, Rufus R. Jones, the Freight Train.
He's on his way, Chris.
Legendary Rufus R. Jones. Fans, you got to see Rufus to believe Rufus. He's one of a kind. One of my personal favorites for years.
I'll tell you what, I'd like to be one of the first ones to see him. I haven't seen him in years. It'd sure be nice to shake his hand when he does get in here.
One of the best. Rufus R. Jones coming to WOW real soon. Bob Holly getting the edge here with David Shawn Baxter.
Chris, like I say, it's nip and tuck both ways. It could go either way.
Big boot to the face. Holly down for the cover. Count of 2. Holly picks Baxter up for the slam. Backs into the ropes. Down hard with that knee. Oh, that knee right across the chest.
David Shawn Baxter, even though this is not a title match, I know there'd be a feather in his cap if he were to beat Bob Holly in this match.
We'd like to say congratulations to World Organization wrestlers for the big win they got in Pensacola, that charity softball game, to raise money for Stop Drugs Now.
Well, the reason they won it, Chris, is because I wasn't there.
You didn't have to worry about you sliding into first base, huh?
Right.
Bob Holly has that arm of David Shawn Baxter. And ladies and gentlemen, the end of the year is coming soon, and that means the World Organization Wrestling Awards will be presented the last week of the year. Rookie of the Year, Wrestler of the Year, Tag Team of the Year. I think there's even an award for Commentator of the Year. I guess that'll be you, Gino.
No, Chris, I think I'm going to let you have that award.
Okay. The Board of World Organization Wrestling votes the awards. I'm sure we're going to have some interesting winners. Got some fine candidates. A lot of great wrestlers have been here this past year.
You're absolutely right, Chris, and we are working on the awards right now for all areas of wrestling and wrestling promotion.
I think the toughest award is going to be Referee of the Year. I'm not so sure about that one.
Chris, it's a hard job. I wouldn't want a referee's job, whether it be boxing, wrestling, football, baseball. It's always the hardest job of all.
Baxter, Holly in the rope. What a high backdrop. As Holly reeling back into the far corner. Whips Holly across. Holly reverses. Baxter up. Oh, goes for the press. And Holly moves and Baxter misses. What's he doing now? Oh, Holly setting Baxter up for the figure 4. Holly setting Baxter up for the figure 4. Holly has him locked in that figure 4. Tojo Yamamoto loving it at ringside. Baxter has hit the ropes. Baxter has reached the ropes. The referee has called for the break. Bob Holly has to break the hold. Baxter reached the ropes. Holly pulls him toward the middle of the ring. And he's going to clamp that figure 4 back on him again.
He's got it again.
He's got that figure 4 again. There's Mr. Olympia. Mr. Olympia's at ringside. Olympia's at ringside. He's minding his own business. He's not interfering. But Holly lets loose. Baxter gets him into the rope. Flips him over. 1, 2. Oh. Tojo goes to hit Baxter. And Holly kicks out. Now Olympia's in the ring with the drop kick. And he's got Tojo Yamamoto. He's putting Tojo in that grapevine hold. Holly's got the kendo stick. Holly just hit Olympia with the kendo stick. And Olympia turns around. Olympia's filming. And Holly trips over Yamamoto. Wait a minute. Oh, and he hits Holly. My God. And he hits Yamamoto. Olympia's going nuts. Olympia's going nuts with that kendo stick. My God. Olympia's cleared the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to a break. What action. Olympia's cleared the ring. We'll be right back after this word.
Touchstone Pictures presents Tom Selleck, Steve Guttenberg, Ted Danson.
Angela, oh, you look different. What happened?
I'm drunk.
When it comes to women, they're all American. When it comes to babies, they're all wet.
I don't know anything about taking care of babies.
You do realize she did a doodle.
Oh.
This is a girl. Should we be doing this?
Are they always this strange?
Yes, since they got involved with another woman.
3 men and a baby.
I'll give you $10 if you stop crying.
Rated PG.
Now playing at a theater near you.
You know that Bebo's all cloth car wash, it'll keep your car pearly white. Take your car down to old Bebo's, well then keep it looking bright. I said, hey Bebo, hey, they're the only car wash in town where you get the personal service from the best team around. Now the line forms on the right, baby. Now that Bebo's come to town.
Get back to Bebo's all-cloth $1 million car wash in Springdale Mall.
Check out old Bebo's, Mac.
It's a Christmas classic. Mickey Rooney stars, and It Came Upon the Midnight Clear.
What would you say if I told you that I died, went to heaven, and was sent back here on a mission to find a lost angel?
It's a very special Christmas story your whole family will enjoy year after year.
Merry Christmas, New York!
Saturday at 12 noon on WPMI TV.
Back in 1978, our new musical director asked me to read the story of Christmas. I liked the idea, and I did, and I guess it must have gone all right because they keep asking me back every year, and that's fine. I like that.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Sounds better with violins.
A Beverly Hills Christmas with Jimmy Stewart, Monday at 7 on WPMI TV.
Next time on Star Trek The Next Generation.
Thou art directed to return to thine own solar system immediately.
A hostile alien threatens the Enterprise.
Our only choice is to fight.
Fight or try to escape.
But despite their efforts to challenge its powers, the crew is trapped.
We surrender.
And forced to stand trial for the crimes of mankind on Star Trek The Next Generation.
Sunday at 9 on WPMI TV.
Thunderdome 87, the sensational Batten Twins.
You know, Chris, the people just got finished seeing us wrestle two of the biggest guys that we've ever wrestled in our wrestling career, Giant Kokina and this big Bubba guy. And it's probably one of the toughest matches we've ever had in our careers. And I want to tell those people out here, Thunderdome 87, Thunderdome 1987 is coming to Greenville. It's coming all over the place. But Greenville is what's on the sensational Batten Twins, man, because you got 4 tag teams, Chris. 4 tag teams. It's coming down for the U.S. Tag Team straps. And the sensational Batten Twins will train their hearts, minds, bodies, and souls. We got the people behind us, and they mean more to the sensational Batten Twins than anything in this world. So when the time comes down, when we get in that ring, regardless of who is in that ring, these people out here, listen to that crazy train. Crazy train, that's all they have to yell, because the sensational Batten Twins are on set, dead ready, and when we hear the people behind us like that, I don't think we can lose, Chris.
I agree, Brad Batten.
You know, Bart mentioned the competition, the 4 teams that's come down to on December 17th there in Greenville, Mississippi. You got Pat Tanaka and Paul Diamond Bad Company. You got the sensational Batten Twins. You got the Arizona Outlaws, and you got, who's the other team?
Huggy Bear Brown and Pork Chop Cash.
2 or 4 great teams. But we got one thing on our mind, and that's the Diamond Tanaka, the Bad Company. We're set already. It's just like Bart said, when we got these people behind us, there's no way we can lose, baby. We're looking forward to it. All right.
Absolutely. Thunderdome 87, and the Batten Twins in the thick of it. Let's go to the ring. In the ring now, Bob Sweetan and Rex Rogers. What a combination. Bob Sweetan and Rex Rogers. What a team that's going to be. Mr. USA and Mr. Texas. And ladies and gentlemen, I think you can hear the music now. Bad Company. Pat Tanaka and Paul Diamond will soon be in the ring. And I know when they come to this arena area, the fans are going to explode. A lot of boos, because they hate these two gentlemen. The dislike runs deep for Pat Tanaka and Paul Diamond. Bad Company. Well, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Bad Company is one of the 4 survivors. They're one of the teams left for the U.S. Heavyweight Tag Team belts. And that will come down to Greenville, Mississippi on Thursday night, December 17th, in the big one-night tournament, the Final 4 at Thunderdome 87. In the ring now, 7'2", Rex Rogers against Paul Diamond. Rex Rogers grabs a headlock. Paul Diamond backs him in the rope, and Rogers holds on. Paul Diamond tried to throw him off, and Rex Rogers holds on. Paul Diamond claiming Rogers grabbed the hair. Sweetan said no way. Rex Rogers, one tough buckaroo in that ring from Breckenridge, Texas. Grabbing that headlock on Paul Diamond. Pat Tanaka telling the referee to watch and pay closer attention because Rogers is pulling hair, and I don't think the referee believed him either. Paul Diamond back in the ropes. Across. Comes off with a shoulder smash that sends Rogers down. Diamond up and over. Rogers picks him up and slams Paul Diamond. Rogers misses with an elbow. Paul Diamond, he misses with an elbow. What action right here on World Organization Wrestling. And yet to come, ladies and gentlemen, the Fabulous Fargos. Don't forget, it's Thunderdome 87. 10 men enter a cage, 1 man survives. Who it's going to be, I don't know. But don't miss Thunderdome 87, Biloxi, Mississippi, Greenville, Mississippi, when Thunderdome tours the World Organization Wrestling area. Rex Rogers throw. There's Sweetan waiting for Diamond. And Rogers comes from behind, lifting up high. Sweetan with a right to Paul Diamond. And Diamond goes down. Rex Rogers, certainly one of the candidates for 1987 Rookie of the Year. Bob Sweetan in the ring now. What a great, legendary wrestler. Bob Sweetan, Mr. USA, absolutely one of the most popular wrestlers of all time. In the ring, the dangerous Pat Tanaka. Pat Tanaka and Bob Sweetan lock up. Sweetan grabs a headlock. Tanaka throws him across the ring. Sweetan off hard and Tanaka goes down. Sweetan up and over. Oh, Sweetan up with a flying body press. Oh, Sweetan clearing the ring there. Bob Sweetan, you don't mess with this man. I tell you what. Big Bubba and Kokina, no longer friends. What a battle of the giants that would be. Kokina is looking for Bubba. Rex Rogers in the ring now with Pat Tanaka. Rex Rogers clamps that headlock. And let me tell you something. When that 7'2" giant clamps a headlock, that's a big, big, strong headlock. Tanaka goes down. Rex Rogers grabs that headlock again. Boy, this night's over. Pat Tanaka's going to have cauliflower ears if he don't watch it. Rex Rogers, what a tough individual. Come a long way in the world of wrestling in just 8 months. Pat Tanaka sends Rogers to the mat. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget Thunderdome. Thunderdome 87 at the Greater Gulf State Fairgrounds at the Hocklander Building Mobile, Alabama, Tuesday night, December 26th. Don't miss it. When 10 men enter the cage and 1 man survives. Paul Diamond choking Rex Rogers on the rope. Now Tanaka choking Rogers on the rope. The referee's trying to get Sweetan out of the ring. And Bad Company, with both choking Rogers, had it straddled on that top rope.
The big man's in trouble, Chris.
Rex Rogers sent to the mat by a big chop from Pat Tanaka. Pat Tanaka kicks Rex Rogers. Oh, and a chop to the throat.
He needs to make that tag to Bob Sweetan, Chris.
Now they're both in the ring on Rex Rogers. Tanaka finally going out. Diamond throws Rogers across, comes off with the big elbow smash. Diamond goes for the cover. Goes for the cover. He's choking him. Referees counts to 2, and Rogers throws him off.
He needs to get the first man in there, Chris. He's got to get over to Sweetan and make that tag.
I know you know about the amateur background of Rex Rogers.
I know the amateur background. He's back up there, too. I don't know, Chris.
Pat Tanaka, a punch to the forehead of Rex Rogers. Pat Tanaka and Paul Diamond. They're one of the 4 teams left for Thunderdome 87, the U.S. Tag Team Tournament. 2 representative teams are also coming in, the Arizona Outlaws and Huggy Bear Brown and Pork Chop Cash. Ah, Sweetan sends Tanaka down. Diamond down. Sweetan working over Bad Company. Oh, and a punch and Diamond goes down. Sweetan backs Tanaka into the ropes. Off with a big clothesline. Sweetan picks Tanaka up. Sets him up for the pile driver. Oh, and Diamond comes off with a big clothesline. Diamond holding Rogers back in the corner. Referee counts to 3 on Sweetan after he got double teamed with a clothesline. Your winners are Bad Company, Paul Diamond, Pat Tanaka. We'll be right back after this word.
World Organization Wrestling will be at its best this Sunday night at the Pensacola National Guard Armory. It'll be a big 8-man tag match featuring those Fabulous Fargos and Bad Company battling against the Batten Twins and Olympia and Baxter. Plus, throughout the match, manager Don Fargo must stay handcuffed to Bob Sweetan. Also on the card, Big Bubba collides with the giant Kokina. And in a no disqualification match, U.S. heavyweight champ Bob Holly will defend his title against Davey Haskins. Don't miss the action Sunday night at the Armory in Pensacola.
It'll knock you out.
Don't forget Thunderdome 87 coming to Mobile Tuesday night, December 22nd at the fairgrounds. Davey Haskins, come on in here. You got Bob Holly in a no DQ match tomorrow night.
That's exactly right. Last time I had him, it was a close match. I thought I had him going, and he pitched me right over the top rope. Got disqualified. He got to keep the belt. It'll be different this time. No disqualification. I think I'll come out on top with the people's support.
All right. And ladies and gentlemen, 8-man tag match. Don Fargo will be handcuffed to Bob Sweetan, the Batten Twins, Olympia and Baxter.
You know, I think it's very important. He said that Don Fargo is going to be handcuffed to Bob Sweetan. That means it's going to be 4 against 4 instead of maybe 4 against 5 because the Fargos like to have the odds in their favor at all time. Brother Diamond and Tanaka, Bad Company, the Fargos, everybody's in the ring. There's a lot of bad dudes. There's a lot of bad blood, and it's all going to be taken care of in Pensacola tomorrow night, Chris. I promise you that. Yeah, that's exactly right, Bart. And I'm sure Mr. Olympia has a lot on his mind with these guys, too. But we got one thing on our mind and one thing only. We don't care if it's 8-man tag or just a regular tag match. But getting our hands on the Fargos or Bad Company, baby, that's where it's at. And it's going to happen tomorrow night in Pensacola. 8 men in the ring, baby.
Tomorrow night, Mr. Olympia.
Well, you know, all those 4 over there, they think they're the baddest 4 that's been put together along with Fargo. But we took care of that because we got Bob Sweetan handcuffed to Don Fargo. That's all we need to take care of you 4.
Nothing like it in the world. Thunderdome 87, World Organization Wrestling arenas all across the country. A big one. Thursday night, December 17th, Greenville, Mississippi, Washington County Convention Center, Thunderdome, 10-man enter, 1 man survives. Biloxi, Mississippi, the Coast Coliseum, Saturday night, holiday spectacular, December 26th, in the Dome. Davey Haskins.
Right, Thunderdome. You can bring anything to the ring. Anything goes. $500 you got put up. Men will do a lot of things. They got $500 up. Anything goes. I'm looking forward to it.
Who's going to survive? Rex Rogers?
You know, I'm looking forward to running into Greenville. Ain't nothing better for a big kind of match than that than having a Texan come into that thing. Cowboy boots, belt buckles, whatever I can wear in, you count I'm going to wear it.
Anything goes in Thunderdome. Mr. Olympia.
Well, you know what it boils down to is, Bob Holly, I figured you'd be one of the first to put your $500 in the pot. Well, what it means is you jump right into that cage, and only 1 man can leave with all the money. Now, Bob Holly, this is one time. You can't run, you can't hide. I'm going to flush you wherever you go, boy, because I'm going to beat you in this Thunderdome. You can count on that.
Thunderdome 87, 10 men enter, 1 man survives. Mr. USA, Bob Sweetan.
You know something, Chris, this is a kind of a match where a lot of people are going to get hurt. It's not just a chance, but there's going to be a lot of people hurt. There's a cage around that ring. Everybody puts up their entry fee, and they can go in and wear whatever they want. Football helmets, motorcycle boots, cowboy boots, big old leather belts with big buckles. It don't make any difference. Let me tell you something. Let me refer back just to this match that happened a little while ago.
Yeah.
I watched this Tanaka and Diamond for the last few weeks, and I thought they were a pretty good team. Well, I've changed my mind about that. They're a dang good team. But let me tell you something, gentlemen. You started something in that ring. The big man here behind me and myself, we're going to finish up. And gentlemen, if you make the mistake of signing your name to those Thunderdome series, I can guarantee you one thing. I'll be in there and I'll be after you. And I can guarantee you one thing. I'm like an old bulldog. I have a lot of tenacity. And once I start after something, there's no way anybody or anything's going to stop me. So, gentlemen, Tanaka and Diamond, you bit off a little bit more than you can chew. And there's people like Fargo and Diamond and this big Bubba. There's all kinds of competition in the area for these Thunderdome series. People are going to get hurt, and there's a lot of money involved, and I'm going to be there.
The only way to get eliminated at Thunderdome is to submit or get beat right in the middle. No disqualification in Thunderdome. 1 survivor.
All I can say is, Bob Holly, put your $500 up, because I'll put mine up just to get in the ring with you 1 time. No matter whether it's in Greenville, Biloxi, Pensacola, it makes no damn difference to me. All I want to do is get my hands around your throat, Bob Holly, because that I will do. You can count on that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can't miss the Thunderdomes.
You know something, Chris? It takes one heck of a man to have the guts to take out $500 out of his pocket and put it down and sign the contract and step in a cage with a whole bunch of other people. But I'll tell you one thing. It's going to take one big and one tough and one sincere individual in order to be the last man standing in that ring in the Thunderdome series. So whoever's going to put their name in there, it doesn't make much difference to me because I know mine's going to be there, and I'm going out there to get a little bit of revenge, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
It's December, and it's Thunderdome 87, and all the great arenas across World Organization Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Don't miss Thunderdome 87. 10 men enter. Only 1 man's going to survive. Mobile, Alabama, Greenville, Mississippi, Huntsville, Alabama, Biloxi, Mississippi. Thunderdome 87. Never been nothing like it. Never will again. Don't miss it.
World Organization Wrestling hits the highways and byways again to bring you
the best in professional wrestling.
January 16th in Lucedale, Mississippi at the George County High School Gym. See a full lineup of stars. Saturday, January 9th in Bayou La Battery, Alabama at the Community Center. 2 names will take to the mat. WOW will also visit the great cities of Biloxi, Mississippi with a great holiday spectacular. It's all happening Saturday, December 26th at the Coast Coliseum. Also in Mobile, Alabama, December 22nd at the Hocklander Building of the Greater Gulf States Fairground.
Thunderdome 87.
Thunderdome 87. All the top names will be in action at this year-end spectacular. Also in Daleville, Alabama at the Community Building Monday, December 14th, they'll be battling it out. December 13th, the action will be hot at the Pensacola National Guard Armory. The World Organization Wrestling will soon be in the great cities of Birmingham, Alabama, Memphis, Tennessee, and Dothan, Alabama. WOW has all the big stars, the Batten Twins, the Fargos, Mr. Olympia, Bob Holly, Big Bubba, and many more. Don't miss the action of World Organization Wrestling when they're in your area. At Belforest Christmas Trees, the holiday season is here. Find and cut your own Christmas tree or select a beautiful handmade wreath. Find the Christmas spirit at Belforest Christmas Trees, Highway 54, just off Highway 64. Open 10 a.m. till Tuesday through Sunday.
Attention, sight, insert, and struggle. Yes, you really can have a lot of fun using a screwdriver. Not counting scratching the surface, damaging the head of the screw, backache, arm ache, and a blister. This brand new British design dual driver, different from any other tool ever seen before, fits any drill, replaces screwdrivers, and combines all into one all-steel space-age unit. For the very first time, insert screws easily and accurately because we have a clutch. It handles any size screw, large or small. A 4-inch screw can be driven home in 2.5 seconds. It will never damage the head of the screws. And here's the proof. Take a brass screw, which is very soft, drive it directly into hard wood. This you'd never attempt with a screwdriver. Just look at the clutch working. That's why you'll never damage the head of a screw. And that's why it's different from any other tool you've ever seen before. The secret is in the automatic clutch and torque control. The dual driver socket adapter, use it with any of your socket sets and wrenches to loosen or tighten nuts and bolts in a jiffy, even rusty ones in tight places. Working on the car, motorcycle, and any other appliance. We're so certain of its quality, we guarantee it for 2 years. Try it for 10 days, and if you're not absolutely satisfied, send it back and have your money refunded. Plus free for the first 1,000 callers, multi-tool, nationally advertised for $9.99. Cuts glass, tiles, carpets, sharpens knives, scissors, tools, even strips wire. This dual driver is not available anywhere else in the USA. Here's how to order.
To order the dual driver, call 1-800-453-1907. That's 1-800-453-1907. Or send check or money order for $19.95 plus $3 shipping and handling to Dual Driver, P.O. Box 614, Mobile, Alabama. That's Dual Driver, P.O. Box 614, Mobile, Alabama. COD orders acceptable. Order now.
The Mobile Area Chamber of Commerce is more than a business organization. It's an action program.
Mobile's future is getting brighter all the time, and a big reason is the Goes for Mobile's program. 3 years ago, the Chamber opened the doors for Mobilians like you and me to take an active role in planning our city's future.
The bi-monthly after-hours meeting is a terrific opportunity to make business contacts.
Be a part of this active program to move our city forward. Join the Chamber today.
World Organization Wrestling will be at its best this Sunday night at the Pensacola National Guard Armory. It'll be a big 8-man tag match featuring those Fabulous Fargos and Bad Company battling against the Batten Twins and Olympia and Baxter. Plus, throughout the match, manager Don Fargo must stay handcuffed to Bob Sweetan. Also on the card, Big Bubba collides with the giant Kokina. And in a no disqualification match, U.S. heavyweight champ Bob Holly will defend his title against Davey Haskins. Don't miss the action Sunday night at the Armory in Pensacola.
It'll knock you out.
Tomorrow night, Pensacola Armory. Big news, Don Fargo's going to be handcuffed to Bob Sweetan.
Listen, what am I being handcuffed for, man? I ain't done nothing. I ain't done a thing. You see me interfere in any matches? I do not interfere. I don't have to. My boys can handle anything that anybody dishes out. I ain't got no right being handcuffed to this big elephant, man. He's going to drag me all over the building. How am I going to get loose? How am I going to do anything? How am I going to advise my boys when I'm trying to get away from this big animal? This is not fair, and it's not right, and I know my fabulous ones got something to say about the whole matter.
Now, what does President Rip Tyler think he's doing handcuffing our manager to Bob Sweetan? Bob Sweetan, if you lay a hand on him, you let him do what he wants to do. You just sit there and just be handcuffed. If he wants to get up, he can get up. Now, as for you, Jerry Stubbs...
Wait a minute. Are you sure it's Jerry Stubbs?
Well, we'll call him Mr. Olympia. For you, buddy, you're out here, you're saying we think we're tough. We're two of the toughest teams in professional wrestling, the Fabulous Fargos and Pat Tanaka and Paul Diamond. You got some good partners, the Batten Twins and Sean Baxter, but let me tell you something. The Fabulous Fargos has been people letting... I'm so excited I can't even hardly talk. The Fabulous Fargos have been letting people lay in the ring everywhere we go. We'll use a chair, we'll use anything we have to put some people down on the mat. And I'm sure Tanaka and Diamond feel the same way. So come Sunday night, brother, let's get it on.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and hell's a popping here in the ring already. We only have 1:30 left, and I've got so much to tell you. But ladies and gentlemen, make sure not to miss next week's show. The sensational Batten Twins will be here. Pat Tanaka, Paul Diamond, Big Bubba, all the great stars, Ron Starr. In the ring, the Fabulous Fargos against Davey Haskins and Mr. Olympia. And they're going head to toe in each corner of the ring. Haskins and Olympia throws the Fabulous Fargos across. Oh, down hard on that knee of Mr. Olympia. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure if you can, get out and see Thunderdome 87. The greatest sports attraction going today. Thunderdome 87 in Greenville, Mississippi, Biloxi, Mississippi, Pensacola, Florida, Dothan, Alabama. And the action in the ring is hot and heavy. And it's hot and heavy in the live arenas, too. The Fabulous Fargos, Davey Haskins and Olympia, all over that ring. All four men in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to about 30 seconds of TV time. What a great show it is. Mike Boyette, he's looking better. He's coming back slow but sure. The hippie will be back, rest assured. Rick McCord, what a great match today. A great win. Big Bubba Kokina, we haven't heard the last of that one. And the sensational Batten Twins. What a win here today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Olympia, Fabulous Fargos in the ring. What great action. Ladies and gentlemen, I only got a few seconds left. You're the greatest fans in the world. And we'll see you here next week.